What's up, everybody? Today we're talking about some Berd wheels. These wheels that I have here, I've gotten to ride a little bit, and so did Chase. These are the Sparrow 25s. This wheel set is an ultra lightweight gravel and road wheel set, and I'm going to talk about that in a second a little bit more. But this is Berd's kind of gravel wheel set, I guess that's what they call it. It is roughly 1,100 grams with the tape in the valves. Berd obviously is famous for their spoke system. Check this out. And this is the Talon hub, which I'm gonna pull the rear hub apart later on this video to show y'all, but effectively it's a DT clone hub. Now that DT Swiss's patent has expired, lots of hubs are able to use their design in their OE stuff. These are $2,200. They have a 25 hooked internal, or it's like a semi-hook. No, it's full hook. But could not find the depth on the website. But it looks like they're about 25 mil deep, so basically nothing. They're as deep as they are wide. The goal of this is obviously to be as light as possible. This comes with either a white or a black spoke option, and the white I think is pretty cool, other than I'm not sure how easy this is to clean. I've seen other people with this wheel set and it's just like brown, and so if you have more experience with Berd and there's a good way to clean this, let me know. I just don't know.
Comment below.
Yeah, because the white looks sick otherwise. I would be a little concerned about cleaning them. But
I really like the white. Like, it's a very distinct look.
it looks so good, especially like the mog.
You gotta keep it clean.
Yeah, this is really cool. Both Chase and I got to ride these a little bit.
I did literally one ride.
That's okay, you got to try them out. They are incredible at climbing, specifically. It kind of feels like you're getting a little bit of a speed boost every time you rotate the crank around. And honestly, it was a lot of fun to ride. That's kind of the thing with these, is that they're fun. Berd's big claim to fame is like their compliance in the spokes, and I think you can definitely feel that. Although I wouldn't necessarily say that I think that that would be universally loved. My experience with it was that I really liked it, but I did feel the wheel like flexing a lot more than I was used to. And I think I would get used to that over time, but if you want a stiffer wheel, I probably would not recommend Berd. If you want a really compliant wheel, then like this is probably the wheel to go with. I wanted to talk about Berd in relation to another wheel set that we have, which is the Duke Bacara WRX 27s. These are Duke's shallow wheel. They have the same claimed weight, or the Dukes might be slightly heavier, but this is using a normal spoke to achieve roughly the same weight. I just looked at the Dukes claim 1160. I'm gonna weigh them really quick. The Dukes have a 29 internal, so significantly wider rim, still achieving roughly the same weight. And so I thought it'd be really interesting to talk about these wheels in relation to each other. Funny thing that I think would be the best possible wheel set is if you combined these and you did Berd spokes on the Duke wheel, although that would be significantly more expensive. This wheel set is $600 cheaper than the Dukes. The Dukes cost $2,800. And that's kind of my main thing with Berd. I'm gonna explain this more towards the end of the video, but for now, let's weigh these. The front wheel is 500 grams. No, 50 grams more on the Duke. I think it's gonna come down to how heavy the rear hub is. Let me make a note there. That was
500 for the Berd and 551 for the Duke.
awesome. Okay, we're gonna quickly, I'm gonna remove the rear wheel off of Chase's bike. I guess real quick, let's get a free hub sound in here. Like I said earlier, this is a DT Swiss kind of derivative. I quite like the hub, actually. I think the hubs are a highlight. Having good OEM hubs, I think, is important, and Berd definitely nailed that with these Talon hubs that they sell with these wheels. I wanted to measure these tires on the different rims.
With the Berds.
Yeah, so on the Duke, the Bert is roughly 55. It's 45 and a half. On the Berd, the Bert is 52. So you do get a significant jump in tire volume. It's funny, it's roughly 2 to 3 millimeters of a tire volume increase going with the wider rim. And obviously everybody kind of is already on the same page. Gravel wheels have gone wider now. So
It's trendy.
Trendy. The yeah, that's all. I mean, that's self-explanatory. We're gonna take that wheel apart and weigh both the rears. Just trying to clean it out the best I can. I might have been right. I think the Talon rear is heavier than the Duke rear.
650
650.
for the Duke.
No, okay,
626
so the
for the Berd.
Talons are lighter, yeah. The Berd is 1,126 grams. The Duke is 1,201 grams. Clearly the Berds are lighter. Definitely winning the lightness game there.
Yes.
I would expect them to, so I'm happy to report that they did. Because you can feel it when you're riding it.
I especially noticed it climbing.
Yeah, I mean, it was awesome. I want to show off the hub, and then I'm going to talk about what I hope Berd does in the future, because I think that this is really cool stuff. Check it out. It's literally just a DT star ratchet. I wonder if it's even the same parts. I don't even know. It could be. Same old DT star ratchet, literally the exact same thing that you have on all your bikes. Although I don't know if it's an exact match, but it almost looks like it. So
Pretty close.
pretty close. Oh, that's a little different. Okay, so the free hub has a little bit different. But that's a huge positive. I'm very excited about this hub. And I personally would prefer this hub over the Industry 9 one. I think it'll be faster rolling. So yeah, this wheel is sweet. I highly recommend this wheel set to anybody who wants a super ultra lightweight wheel that's also really, really comfortable, and honestly, it kind of makes the bike fun to ride. The wheels are not aero at all, and I've been told by people that that's kind of the main criticism of Berd spokes, is that they're not aero, whereas the bladed spokes are going to win the aerodynamic battle. Although, again, we're talking about two very shallow rims here that I don't think aero is really what we're worried about at the end of the day. What I asked Berd, whenever I was talking to them about getting a wheel in for testing, I asked them specifically for them to lace up the Hawk 27 mountain rim to the gravel hubs so that I could have both the spokes and the wider internal rim, because all of my gravel bikes use mountain bike tires. If your gravel bike doesn't use mountain bike tires, this is totally fine. I have NV34s that I'm running and it has the same internal rim width as this, so I'm not trying to say that this is like totally wrong, but for the mountain bike tire, I would prefer it to be a little bit wider. That's kind of why I asked them if I could have a wheel set that they made with that rim, and they told me not at this time. So maybe in the future, I'm gonna keep asking them, because I think that would be really sick. I think Berd has really made their name with super gnarly lightweight wheel sets, and I want them to kind of sell that out of the box. One of the biggest caveats with this is I have no clue how to build this, and I'm sure that you don't either. And I know you can build some gnarly stuff with these spokes, and my one ask is that I hope Berd just starts selling you that gnarly. I want to buy this rim and hub with this spoke combination, because if you put these spokes on this rim and hub, it would be lighter than this. It'd probably be under 1,000 grams, to be frank. And I know stuff like that's possible, but for 2,200 bucks, that's pretty sweet. I wanted to say thank you to Berd for letting me try these out. Chase, did you want to say something about them?
I did literally one 20-mile ride, gravel ride. I'd say like adventure gravel, so it was chunkier. There was some fire road, single track type adventure.
I filmed Chase riding them for the B-roll for this video.
Yeah, I mean, on the pavement, like at the beginning of the ride, I could definitely feel it wasn't as stiff as I'm used to wheel-wise. But on the climb is when I really, truly felt the difference for the first time. They were light, and I could tell while I was climbing, so I was sick. I definitely didn't hate them.
I think that's perfect for your 25-mile impression. I rode them about 100 miles. It wasn't too crazy.
I will say my dad rode them too.
Yeah.
He got a few solid rides on them. He's about to turn 60. He loved them. Like even he noticed that they were a little bit more comfortable. And he's not like a huge gravel guy at this point in his life.
Yeah.
And he loved them.
He loved them. Another reason I really recommend going with the Talon Hub is that they designed it specifically to work with the Berd spokes. They've designed this hook thing. And I personally think this is a much better solution than drilling holes into existing hubs. I like this design a lot better than buying it with like an i9 hub. Until other brands start doing this, I would go with the OE Berd. These are available on our website right now. We have them available for special order. If you want a set, go ahead and just grab a set. I don't have them in stock, but neither does Berd. It's usually about a 2 to 3 week turnaround on an order. That's why it's set up like that on our website. Big fan of this, actually. I'm excited to see where this goes in the future. I think there's more potential for even better stuff to come out of Berd, especially with like a more modern rim style. And I'm not trying to knock it because I mean, this wheel's been out for a few years. I can't wait to see if they come out with something a little bit wider.
They gotta get on the trendy trend.
Basically only Zip and Duke make like a wheel that's like trendy right now. So stoked. Thank you again to Berd. And if you want a set, hit us up, email me, or just order them on the website and we'll get them for you. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.